Good evening, everybody. This is Model Railroad Addict coming back to you here at the layout, and I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. This is the first video we'll have of the year. So I had a couple of requests from some people on Trainlife and here on YouTube wanting to see an N-scale update. They've noticed in some of my albums on Trainlife I've got some N-scale items on there, and they want to know what my plans were with the N-scale and what I was going to do with it. So I thought I'd go ahead and shoot this little video here to show the N-scale and maybe what I'm thinking about doing with it. And here it is. It's running out here. It is a Kato SD70 ACE in the Missouri or Western Pacific paint scheme. It's a very smooth running engine. It is DC, it's not DCC. It is being powered with a Kato power pack here. It is running on Kato Unitrack. I do have one number 6 turnout right here. It is eventually will be a powered one. And it's a large, fairly decent size oval for N-scale. This out here is the remnants of my O-gauge layout bench work that I haven't really put to use for anything, and so this is a 4 foot deep from me, the edge of the table, to the edge of the top here, which from right here is 4 foot, and from right here to over there is 6 foot. So it's basically a 4x6. By any means is this permanent. It is not permanent. This is just so you have some a train run on it. Figured it was already up, instead of putting it this way in a box, get out and run it. But as you can see right here, I did the engine. I do have an Atlas Tropicana reefer. This is an Exact Rail Union Pacific reefer. This is an Atlas rail box. I've got a Micro Trains hopper and a Micro Trains boxcar. One thing I will have to say is nice with N-scale. Obviously you can do a lot with it in a little space. 4x6 right here, which is doable in a lot of areas for a lot of people. A little 4x6. You can see I've got a very good size oval. This is 12 3/8 inch radius curves. If I wanted to go maybe with an inner main line, you just run 11 inch radius curves around the inner, put a double crossover on it, and still have room to put a couple industries on the inside, and even one out here on the outside. So N-scale's got endless possibilities. What my plans are with this was I was going to originally do a full N-scale layout. Get rid of the O, which I'm still in the process of doing. That is my only O-gauge engine that I have left. The other 3 have been sold. Actually, one is still here, but it's a gentleman on Trainlife is purchasing it from me. And then I've got this little bit of stuff left back here. That stuff's listed on eBay right now, and this stuff I still have yet to list. And then the track over there, that's what track I got left. Basically all I've got left with N-scale, or O-gauge I mean. So once it's gone, it's gone. It will not be going back to O-gauge at all. I do not have the room for it at the new house. Thus far, I'm not even going to try to run it at all, and it's going to be gone. So no space to run it, no sense in keeping it. So it's going to be gone. I'll let somebody else get use out of it. But the N-scale here, I have thought about doing a small area. The room I'm going to do the HO scale in the basement will take up the majority of that room. I am going to have a small a workroom area where I've noticed I'll be able to put like a little 4x6 like this down, maybe a 4x8. And I thought about just doing a little small N-gauge N-scale layout. Decent start here. Engine, 5 cars, decent amount of Unitrack. The track is mostly came from this set right here. This set right here. It's an M1 starter set for Kato, and as you can see, I bought it, and it was $72.98. Came with the power pack and track. Yeah, it came with all that right there, power pack and track, and mostly everything here that you see is from that starter set, minus as you see, I got 3 packages. I bought some extra straights, a switch, and just to make the oval a little bigger, and remnants of making it all N-gauge. I like the N-gauge for the fact that it is pretty inexpensive. I think the engine I paid like $60 for it at a train show in Indianapolis about 4 or 5 months ago, and each one of those rolling stock cars I've got less than $10 a piece in them. So you know, you're looking, I've got maybe $100 in that train right there. The engine and the 5 cars combined, maybe $100 in that, and then I've got about close to $100 in the track. So maybe $200 here in N-scale. And you see, it's a good size layout, oval, nothing too small or shabby. But you know, I might end up doing something like this at the other one just to give me a break from the HO from time to time. I've already got it. I really don't want to sell it off. It is, you know, it's easy to get rid of. You know, pop it on eBay and it goes in small shipping boxes, and you know, it sells pretty good. But you know, I've got it. I've got the room for it, possibly for a small one. So I figure it would stay with me, and might be something I'll do on the side. As for what I've gotten for Christmas this year, that was just a week ago. I didn't really get any train stuff for Christmas this year. That was pretty heavy on the golf side. Golf is my second hobby that I do, obviously when it's warm outside and not snow like it has here in Indiana the last couple of weeks. We got more snow here this week. I think we did all last winter. But I do golfing, and I got quite a few new golf items for Christmas this year. I did get some cash, gift cards and stuff, and I did buy some train stuff with that. I'll kind of jump in here real quick and show you what I got with that. I bought this at Train Central up in Indianapolis the other day. It's a BNSF SD70 Mac Athearn Genesis. Right here's the box. It's an Athearn Genesis. Got it up, like I said, got it up at Train Central. He had it marked down, I thought, for a really good price there. As you can see, he's got $89 on it. And it's got DCC. It does have a Digitrax DH163 decoder in it. And a very smooth running engine. I've already programmed it into the DCC system. It was cab number was 3. So I went ahead and switched it to the 9530. Let's see if I got my system up here. Yeah, I went ahead and switched it to the 9530. There's 9530. Turn the headlight on, and see the light. You can't really. Yeah, the lights come on. Top cab light, ditch lights, and put it in reverse. It's got the rear light. I did put. I don't know if it'll catch it or not, but I did put KD 158 couplers on it. It had KD couplers on it, but they were number 5s. I like the 158s better, so I went ahead and put those on there. But I didn't think that was that big of a deal. But I like the 158s better. That's what most of my rolling stock runs. A little bit smaller than the number 5s, but it's smooth running, quiet running engine. And like I said, I gave $89 for it. I thought, you know, that was a pretty good price for an Athearn Genesis with DCC equipped there. So, but if anybody ever lives around the Indianapolis area, I'll tell you the prices he has there at Train Central are pretty reasonable. This was a consignment engine that he has. He's got several consignment engines in there, and that's probably why it was only the $89 because it was consignment. The other item that I purchased off eBay. It was this AccuRail car, and it was a railroad that I kind of partial to, Indiana Railroad. The 1/1,000,000th carload car. It's an ACF grain hopper. I had to put that together when I got it. I gave $20 for that on eBay. It probably brand new wasn't $20 to buy, but time I get anything Indiana Railroad, that's rolling stock, I kind of jump on it. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of high price, but you know, hey, well, let me show it to you here. I guess it's right here. It's very nice. It's a nice car, well detailed. Here, let me take it off here. kind of sit up where you can see the end of it. I had to put all the details in the end of it, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but yeah, there's the brake wheel, and there's an air cylinder stuff down in it. Had to put it all together. I did put proto metal wheels on it, and because it came with the plastic ones, and as you can see, I got KD couplers on it, 158 whisker couplers, because obviously I've already mentioned I really like those the best. But it's a really nice hopper. I was really shocked to see. I've never really seen anything Indiana Railroad that's not a engine. Very, very, very few rolling stock cars have I seen, so as soon as I saw it, I had to jump on it. But that's what I've got right there for Christmas. I do have another Norfolk Southern car, similar to this one, coming in the mail. It's an Athearn Genesis, different road number, and I was on exactrails.com because some of the guys on Trainlife, I forget who it was, one of the guys on Trainlife posted that there was a sale going on. He'd purchased some hopper cars, so I went in and found some gondolas I liked, and I purchased some Norfolk Southern gondolas, and should be getting those here shortly. They said they were closed until the 1st, so I imagine they'll probably get some orders shipped out tomorrow. I hopefully get those by the middle of next week. But the NS box car should be getting here shortly, which will add to my freight. And this being BNSF, I know in the previous video I said I was only going to run CSX and Norfolk Southern exclusively, with Indiana Railroad being the regional one. But I saw this engine and I absolutely love the paint scheme on that. I know it's kind of just a basic paint scheme, but it's the dark green with like the bone color, and then the BNSF there on the cab was just I just thought was a really, really neat little paint scheme. I really like SD70s. Doesn't matter if it's an M, regular SD70 with a standard cab, or an SD70M with a wide cab, or a Mac like this, or an Ace. Doesn't matter. I like them all. And I just thought that was a really neat paint scheme. And plus, for $90, it was hard to pass that up, especially with already having DCC in it. And with me running DCC, it's just one less engine I'd have to put a decoder in. So, but this is what I got for Christmas. For those of you guys that were interested in my N-scale stuff, I figured I'd get that up there to show you this. I'll run by here of it. And for Cato, Cato makes an awesome engine in N-scale. Just absolutely amazing on the engine on it. It's just killer. But thought that's what somebody, like I say, a couple of you were requesting to see some N-scale stuff, so I went ahead and I just threw this together earlier today to make a video of it. So there's the N-scale stuff. Like I say, no real major plans with the N-scale, just something to tinker around with from time to time. But there it is, and hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, got everything they wanted. If not, I'm sure Santa had his reasons. And hope everybody has a Happy New Year and sticks to their New Year resolution, whatever that may be. I know mine failed out pretty quick last year. This year, a little bit more reasonable. So until the next time, I'm going to sign off, and y'all have a good evening.